So there's a question that I get on my DMs, on my Instagram messages, on YouTube comments, and I really want to address that one. So people keep asking me, what's my XRP exit strategy for 2025 or for the next years? Now, before I give you the concrete answer for that, I want to give you a broader vision of what's happening right now. Ripple, the company that's backing up XRP, remember Ripple didn't issue XRP, but Ripple was gifted the XRPs, but Ripple has built an entire ecosystem that leverages the digital asset XRP as a neutral bridge currency for payments, and the same Ripple works with the US government. We also know that Ripple executives are incredibly near to President Donald Trump. In fact, they went for dinner with him just last month. And we have undeniable connections between Ripple and the US government, to the point where I already openly said that, in my opinion, Ripple is not even a private company. But I will not get too deep on that subject. So again, Ripple works with the US government, and the company issues a stablecoin on the XRP ledger, real stablecoin. And what's the big trend on the US right now? What's happening simultaneously? Well, the Congress is about to approve a bill on stablecoins, so the US government proceeds to create laws specifically addressing stablecoins. Well, I don't think it's a coincidence that simultaneously, when Ripple issues a new stablecoin on the XRP ledger, the US government is working to approve stablecoin legislation on the United States. Binance just yesterday issues a final warning urging its users to get rid of Tether to something that's MiCA compliant. And right now we have the US dollar as the world reserve currency. So if the US government wants to preserve the US dollar hegemony, the next logical step is for the US dollar in a digital version become the global standard. But we're not talking about the US dollar anymore. We are talking about the US stablecoin. Get this, in the same moment it's coming to the public eye that the US government has undeniable connections with Ripple, stablecoin legislation is taking place, and there is a whole migration from the old system towards a new system where there will be a digital version of the dollar. The only possibility here is that real stablecoin is going to be the digital version of the US dollar. I truly believe that's going to be backed one-to-one to the US dollar, or perhaps with US bonds. What's the gas token? What is the native token of the XRP ledger? The same XRP ledger that's home for real stablecoin, which is said to be the first regulated stablecoin on the United States because it's built on top of the XRP ledger, the same blockchain that has XRP as the neutral bridge currency, which happens to also be the first regulated digital asset in the United States that's paving the way for adoption. If that logical thinking is correct, which you can connect the dots from here to there, it's all playing out almost as if it's scripted, almost as if they planned this for generations. And if that plays out, that makes XRP the most valuable asset on the entire planet. That's the only way the US can simultaneously preserve its dominance while not giving away the power of the US dollar. And you ask me if I have an exit strategy for XRP? I have no exit strategy for XRP. I do have exit strategies for other digital assets which I can share in the future, but the answer is no, I'm not selling my XRPs. Don't.